So today is going to be a different kind of video. I'm going to answer your questions. So let's get started. And the first one is, Jay, you into long distance relationships, like super long distance? Well, to be honest, no, I don't want a long distance relationship because I had one in the past where my ex-girlfriend was from the UK. That's why I moved over to the UK and lived there for like 5 years and basically came back to Germany again. And that just showed me that I do want to stay here and I really can't do long distance. I've got so much respect for people who can do it, but for me, it's just nothing for me. One of my love languages is basically physical touch, and I really do need it. And I think it's just going to be really hard for me to have a long distance relationship again. So the answer to this is no. Unfortunately, it's not something for me, and it's definitely not something that I'm looking for. What's the best way to lose stubborn belly fat? So the best way to lose stubborn belly fat is to stay in a caloric deficit for long enough. Look, you cannot target fat loss. That's the sad truth. I wish there would be like some magical exercises that you can do to actually target that area, but this is not how fat loss works. You have to be in a caloric deficit over a long period of time. And usually you lose body fat, especially around the hip and lower belly area, last. It's the last place where you are going to notice fat loss and where the fat is actually, going to burn off or disappear. Okay. Simply just calculate your maintenance. You can do this with online calculators and then take that number and subtract from that number around 300 calories. That's your caloric deficit. Then simply just track every day what you eat to make sure you're in a caloric deficit. And when you do this consistently over a longer period of time, if you're overweight, it might take even longer than that. But the key is to simply stay consistent and simply, eat underneath your maintenance. What countries did you get your surgeries in, since you are German but Russian roots? So basically, I I didn't live in Russia. Okay, my family is from Russia originally, but my parents moved over here when I was basically like before I was born. Okay, so I was born in Germany and I was raised here as well. So I lived my whole life in Germany, then 5 years in the UK, and then now I'm back in Germany. And yeah, all of my surgeries, I had all of them in Germany, which I'm really happy about because obviously in Germany, health insurance pays for everything. Okay, I'm one of those lucky ones who didn't pay much for his surgeries. Like my top surgery was covered, my bottom surgery was covered. There were just like some small fees that you had to pay, like the hospital stay, it's like 10 euros per night, and like some aftercare stuff like bandages, medicine, and all of that, creams. That's like the only things that I had to pay for. Then we got the next question: most painful spot you ever got a tattoo? Most painful spot was actually my stomach, my 1997. It was so painful. Like, I didn't expect it to be that painful. I got it together with my hand tattoo, the Buddha on here. And I actually thought that the hand tattoo is going to be way more painful, but it wasn't. Like, that was chill compared to this one. Like, I seriously thought I won't be able to like sit through it once the guy started tattooing me. It was just so painful. I don't know how the back is going to be, so basically I'm getting my back done next week. I'm really excited for this. It's a big project that I wanted to do for a longer time now, and now finally I said, you know what the fuck am I waiting for? I'm just gonna go for it. And I can imagine that this is going to be very painful. I hope not. I still have the hopes that I won't be like as sensitive on my back, but I've heard from people that it was very painful, and obviously I'm getting my whole back done 4 days in a row, so it's gonna be 4 sessions and it's all gonna get done within 4 days. So that is going to be fun. Next question is also tattoo related. What is your favorite tattoo? So right now at the moment, my favorite tattoo would be definitely the Buddha. I think that one is amazing. Like, it's so detailed as well. Like, the tattoo artist did such a great job with it. And I just love that tattoo. I really love it. I mean, maybe when I get next week my back tattoo, it might actually take the spot of favorite tattoo. Now we come to a question about my little soldier down there. So basically, after bottom surgery, have you tried your little soldier yet? How does it feel when you do it? Of course, I have tried. Obviously, I have tried with myself and I've tried as well with women. And guys, I'm telling you, it's amazing. Like, I feel much more confident in the bedroom now. I mean, the first time I was a bit nervous because obviously I didn't really, like, I knew what I had to do, you know, I knew where to put it. But still, I thought that I'm not going to perform as good because obviously I have never done it before with my little soldier. But it was great. It was really good. Like that. Actually, after that, it literally gave me the confidence to, yeah, to not worry about the bedroom stuff anymore. Because before that, I was always so worried about it. And now I definitely know I have nothing to worry about, and that everything works great. And yeah, that I'm also having so much fun, just like my partners. Okay, so next question. How can best support my son in same situation as you were? So, if your child is trans, the best way you can support them is to simply listen to them and respect them. Listen to them, what they have to say. Okay, how do they feel? Be there for them. They are going through a difficult time and they will be going through a much more difficult time when they start transitioning. And they will need all the love and all the support they can get. Talk to them. Ask them, how do they want to be called? What pronouns should you use? And respect it. Okay? Do your best to support them in this way. They are going to appreciate it so much because we are living in a world where we are being treated with no respect. Unfortunately, there is so much trans hate out there. There are so many transphobes out there, and we really don't need like our family members to disrespect us or not to love us. But you are asking this question already, that means you are definitely loving your child no matter what, and you are willing to support them no matter what. And for that, like, I applaud you. Seriously, that's a real parent. You are a great mom, and we definitely need more parents like this. I always think to myself, like, why the fuck are people getting children when they are not willing to support them or to love them unconditionally? Like, no matter what kind of sexuality they have, no matter if whether they're trans or not. It just makes me so sad to think that so many people out there, so many of us, can't come out because of family. They're getting kicked out of their homes because of their sexuality. It's crazy. So as long as you simply just show your son respect, love, patience, kindness, it will be alright. He's actually very lucky. He's got a mom like you. Next question. Do you still feel a lot of pain in the little soldier? No, I don't. Luckily, I don't. I don't feel any pain at all. Apart from, depends on how I sleep. Okay, sometimes when, yeah, I sleep a bit, yeah, weird, where it was like a lot of pressure on him, because obviously I have the erectile device inside, and like, for example, the button of the erectile device, it's quite hard. And when I sleep, for example, on my belly the whole night, and sometimes when I wake up in the morning, my balls actually hurt. It's not nice, but it doesn't hurt for too long. Okay, it's just because like there was so much pressure on the erectile device, so the skin around it just hurts a little bit, but it's actually all right. I can definitely deal with that. I've dealt with way worse. Next question. This is a question I get quite often. What's your sexuality? I'm straight, guys. So I love women. I like women. It has always been like this since I can think back. I was never attracted to guys. I was always attracted to women. I get like a lot of dating questions in here. Okay, but okay, let's answer that one. What type of women do you go for, physically and personality wise? Well, this one is quite difficult to answer because I don't really have a type. Back then I used to have a type, but now I really don't have a type. I just look if there's a vibe between us, you know, and obviously if I'm attracted to her. Like, don't get me wrong, I definitely find the outer appearance very important as well. Okay, because I feel like I need to find her attractive, just like she needs to find me attractive, otherwise, it's just not going to work. And obviously, personality is the most important part, but the physical appearance also plays a huge role. I also love when women do any kind of sport because fitness and a healthy lifestyle is a big part of my life now. Back then, I didn't care too much about it, but now because it became such a huge part of my life, it would be nice to have someone to share it with. So if she goes to the gym, that would be great. If she's doing another sport, that's also great too. If she's just simply living a healthy lifestyle, taking care of herself, that would be fucking great. Because I feel like in order for a relationship to work, you kind of need to have the same interests. Obviously not everything, but like the main things like living a healthy lifestyle. I find it really, really attractive when a woman is also working on herself and on her mindset. Someone who is just really striving to become better. Because I'm doing the same thing, okay? And I just find it important because then I feel like when both are like this, both are interested in mindset, in personal development, and constantly trying to better themselves, their relationship can work really, really well. Because obviously, if you have someone who is becoming better, this is something that I had in the past, okay? I had girlfriends that were like interested in those things and that were trying to actually become a better version of themselves. But I kind of was stuck and I was pulling them down with me, and vice versa. This happened like the other way around as well, where I was interested in things like this, and then they weren't interested in that. They weren't really trying to change or to become better, or yeah, to kind of get a little bit out of their comfort zone, and this pulled me down as well. And I feel like there's always like room for growth, and when both partners are really focusing on like personal growth, when you push each other and you help each other, it can be such an amazing relationship. That's about it. So kind of like the same interests, obviously not everything, because I feel like it's also important to have your own interests, okay, your own hobbies and your own life. And obviously things like kindness, okay, is she respectful, is she kind, is she polite? This is also very important to me, okay? Can she behave in public with friends, whatever? Because obviously there are a lot of women and also a lot of guys, like a lot of guys who cannot really behave, who do not know how to be polite, how to be kind to other people. And these are some personality traits that I really, really value. Okay, I'm just editing this video and there's one thing that I forgot to say, which is also very important to me. And I feel like I just needed to include this in this video. It's honesty. Okay, that's something that I value like a lot because in the past, unfortunately, I have been lied to quite a lot. I have been cheated on as well, and it's something that I don't tolerate. Like I seriously don't tolerate being lied to anymore. And that's why honesty plays like a huge, huge priority. So if I can feel like she's not being honest with me, that's when I already say, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do this. I'm definitely not gonna do this because it always started with like little lies, and then the lies got bigger and bigger and bigger, and then yeah, sometimes I did get cheated on, and it was not nice. But because I was tolerating it, you know, I was tolerating the lies, basically showing some of my ex-partners that they could do all of that with me, that they could lie to me, that they could basically cheat on me. Yeah, it was a big lesson, but definitely showed me what I want in a relationship, what I am looking for in a woman. And that's a huge, important thing. Honesty. Should I answer some more dating questions? Okay. Are you seeing anyone at the moment? No, I don't. I'm not. I'm not seeing anyone at the moment. I've had some dates here and there. Got to know some amazing women. I'm kind of like got to a point in my life right now where I'm just fully focused on myself. It doesn't mean that I'm going to say no when the right one comes. When I'm going to meet her, this is going to be great. I'll be very happy about that. But until then, I simply just focus on me. Alright, the next one. How did your scars heal so well? So, these are actually comments that I get quite a lot. about my top surgery scars and obviously my arm scar as well. And guys, the only thing that I used was bio oil. Bio oil, I swear on it. It's quite cheap. It's definitely cheaper than those silicone stripes or like other scar treatments that you can get. Because back then, I was looking for the cheapest option. Back then, I was broke as fuck, and I needed something that lasts quite a long time and works pretty well. And bio oil was the only thing I used. I used it twice daily. I just rubbed it and massaged it into my scars every day, in the morning and in the evening. And I did this for a few months, I think about 6 months, and my scars lightened up. They got really smooth as well, and I'm quite happy with them as well. Like, really, really happy. You can actually barely see them because they healed so well. I definitely have to say thanks to bio oil. Without bio oil, I wouldn't had probably results like this. Alright guys, that's it for the first Q&A. There's another one coming probably next week because I've got so many more questions, but I can't do like an hour video on here. I'm gonna split it into multiple parts and answer all of your questions. I hope some of these answers actually going to help you, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.